Edge computing is gaining traction quickly, with some analysts deeming it as the next great revolution in technology. The advantage of edge computing is computing that's done at or near the data source to reduce latency and increase bandwidth. As per IDC, the worldwide edge computing market will grow to $250.6 billion by 2024. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Edge computing offers local edge data centers for data storage and processing. Businesses can depend on reliable connectivity for their IoT applications, even when cloud services are affected. Edge computing allows IoT applications to use less bandwidth and operate normally under conditions of limited connectivity. This enables organizations to add more and more devices in remote locations without any substantial monitoring strategy. More importantly, as technologies such as AI, IoT, machine learning, big data, and cloud computing are becoming more mainstream, developers are increasingly redesigning their offerings to incorporate edge computing to process data as close to their end users as possible. While demand will continue to rise in cities such as Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Delhi-NCR, other cities such as Kolkata, Pune, Kochi, and Jaipur are also likely to witness the completion of edge data centers between 2021 and 2023 on the basis of their ability to service specific geographic zones. This is because edge data centers offer load distribution, enabling the supply of heavy traffic load from a large, geographically diverse user base using multiple smaller edge data centers as part of a multi-data center strategy. Edge computing is a distributed computing paradigm that brings computation and data storage closer to the sources of data. The increased connectivity and the number of devices used for edge computing creates more room for cybercriminals to exploit the system's vulnerabilities. It also creates problems with network visibility and control for the organizations. Any loophole in edge security can provide hackers easy access to the core of the network. One of the most important things is to implement Zero Trust Edge Access and Secure Access Service Edge, that is SASE architecture, wherein the cybersecurity team allows minimal or only the required amount of access for each connected device. By this way, if one device is compromised, it's much harder for a hacker to inflict damage on other resources. Whereas SASE makes it easier to look into and control these networks by reducing complexity and automating background security tasks as it brings wide area networking, that is WAN, and network security services into a single cloud solution. Edge allows businesses to bring the digital world into the physical, bringing online data and algorithms into brick-and-mortar stores to improve retail experiences, creating systems that workers can train and situations where workers can learn from machines, and designing smart environments that look out for our safety and comfort. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Companies looking to shift operations to India. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that overseas companies are looking to move out from China and set up their operations in India. She further said that the government will do everything to create an ecosystem for the industry to invest in India and provide the schemes required. Policies like production-linked incentive, tax cuts have been provided to support the private industry in India. The finance minister said that a lot more companies are looking to move their manufacturing operations out of China and want to come to India as they find policies like PLI attractive. Google faces $25.4 billion damages over anti-competitive adtech practices. Alphabet unit Google will be facing damages claims for up to 25 billion euros over its digital advertising practices in two suits to be filed in British and Dutch courts in the coming weeks. Google criticized the imminent lawsuits, saying that it works constructively with publishers across Europe. The British claim at the UK Competition Appeal Tribunal will seek to recover compensation for all owners of websites carrying banner advertising, including traditional publishers. 91 Square Feet raises $10 million in Series A round. Gurugram-based construction tech firm 91 Square Feet has raised $10 million in a Series A round led by Stellaris Venture Partners. The company will use the freshly infused capital to strengthen on-ground service and further develop the product, among other things. 91 Square Feet started as an aggregator of branding workshops and then transformed into a digital platform that brands could use to expand their retail presence. It currently has a network of over 600 factories and contractors and claims to have developed 700 stores. Apple releases iOS and macOS updates to patch zero-day flaw. Apple has released another round of security updates to address multiple vulnerabilities in iOS and macOS, including a new zero-day flaw that has been used in attacks in the wild. With the latest fixes, Apple has addressed 7 actively exploited zero-day flaws and 1 publicly known zero-day vulnerability since the start of the year. Apple has also plugged 10 security holes in iOS 16, spanning contacts, kernel maps, media library, Safari, and WebKit. The iOS 16 update can also incorporate a new lockdown mode that's designed to make zero-click attacks harder. IT companies facing high subcontracting costs. The subcontracting costs of Indian IT services companies have been on the rise recently due to the high demand and attrition rates. Subcontracting costs of IT companies increased during the pandemic as industry players subcontracted employees to close gaps in their workforce. IT companies hire subcontractors or third-party agencies to meet the demand needed to fulfill projects with specific skill sets that may not be readily available internally. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.